What's going on? What is good, everyone? It's your guy, Pat Bernard, a.k.a. The Gobbler, a.k.a. Pat from Ambler, filling in for Mike Lauro. We bounced back into the win column, and it felt good playing Phillies baseball today. The Phillies baseball that we came to love, that we missed for about a couple days. It's back. It came back in a big way today, salvating a sweep. Yes, it's your guy, Pat Bernard. A lot to get into about this Phillies game. A lot to dive into. A almost shutout win from your fighting Phils. One just had to get in there at the last minute. But let's break this game down from head to toe. Listen, before I go any further, let me quickly go into one of these great sponsors here at Edge of Philly Sports. Let me pay one of these bills here as we move a little forward. Starting with, guys, Father's Day is around the corner, so no better way to book yourself a trip with Philly Sports Trips. Heading down to Baltimore for Father's Day weekend. So, guys, hang out with your old man. Go down there. Go check out Philly Sports Trips. If you've never been to the Orioles Stadium, this is your chance, this opportunity to hang out. Maybe you want to take your kid down there. Maybe you just want to take you, your kid, your old man, whatever the case may be. Go down there and enjoy it. Book it up with Philly Sports Trips. They'll help you out. No doubt about it. Of course, guys, if you're looking to further extend your stay with Philly Sports Trips, you can also book up a trip for the July weekend. And you see it right there. Heading down to Chicago, Wrigley Field, a legendary ballpark. So, guys, you want to go check that out. You want to check out all the fun, man. Sign up to Edge of Philly Sports Trips. Tell them that Edge of Philly Sports sent you, guys. This is the Fighting's Final with your boy Pat Bernard. And, of course, guys, huge win for your Fighting Phils, winning 6-1. And really just kind of just breaking everything down. First of all, Christopher Sanchez today. Christopher Sanchez, again, does not have a fastball anywhere in his repertoire. But know what he does have? He's got sinkers. He's got curveballs. He's got changeups that he gets a lot of people just looking crazy, a lot of batters swinging at anything, chasing. And that's what he did today. Sanchez today, now 3-3. Great job by him today. Really did a phenomenal job on the hill. You can't take away from Christopher Sanchez today. You really can't. 7 Ks. He only gave up 4 hits, 1 walk. I mean, really great for him. He did a great job today, and he was opposed by Kyle Harrison, and Kyle Harrison had himself quite the day today. Again, 5 Ks, gave up 2 home runs, 12 hits, and things got a little hairy there between him and Mr. Harper, where I got to the point where things got escalated, and benches were cleared. So pushing and shoving was occurred. Heat of a moment. That's what happened. And Mr. Harper and him were exchanging words. He was throwing it at a ball high in. First one came pretty close. Second one was super close. And then, things got really ugly between the two. Like I said, benches were cleared, all that fun stuff. Let's get to the comments as well. Daniel Barrett checking in as always. He goes, hey, everyone, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, sir. Avoid the sweep. Yes, we did. We avoided the sweep. Ellis Rogers has finally a win. Yes. And a nice win, too. Winning 6-1. But, guys, what was your take on the pitching staff? I mean, the pitching from the Fightins. Like I said, I mentioned about the starting pitching with Christopher Sanchez just really playing poised. Again, just his changeups, his curveballs, his sinkers. I mean, there was some stuff that was coming right down right down the middle, and he was really sharp on. He looked great. He really did. He looked great today. Like I said, 7 Ks for Mr. Christopher Sanchez. So, and then you can, and then you want to go further into the bullpen a little bit. Things kind of went forward from there as far as, Greg Soto came out. He took over on the hill today. Again, Christopher Sanchez. Went down 6 innings. He carried a lot of bulk of his work. Did a lot. Gave you a solid 6-7 solid innings. Was really good. Really good today. I loved everything from his job. Greg Soto came in, did okay. Turnbull Rodriguez came in and Turnbull came in. They took care of business as well. Again, Phillies, like I said, altogether had a rack of 8 Ks. Christopher Sanchez had 7 of them. Turnbull had 1. Like I said, a good thing, though, from this Phillies team. Nothing got really out of hand. Greg Soto gave up a walk early when he was on the hill. But, again, you have to be really happy with what you saw from this Phillies team today. Incredible bounce back win, and just thrilled from what I saw from the pitching staff. And then of course you go to the Giants part, pitching part of the deal. Like I said, Kyle Harrison gave up. Like I said, he had 5 Ks, but gave up 12 hits. 12 hits from the Phils to the Phils. 4 runs, 4 errors. Gave up 2 home runs. One to Schwarber, one to Kyle. Schwarber early in the first. Schwarber would get things, set the tone for the Phils. Then later in the 5th, Nick Castellanos. And I'm going to get into that some more. Just a weird home run, but a home run's a home run. You know what I mean? So, everyone's. Brad, what's up, dude? He goes, finally a win. Yeah, everyone's excited for the win. Everything's Sanchez pitched an awesome game, and Turnbull pitched in the 9th inning. Yeah. Brad, very convincing win from the Titans. I thought this was going to be a closeout, shutout victory, but it wasn't. Alec Ramos drives in a run, and that was it from Turnbull. But other than that, this was a solid Phillies performance. And you got to be happy from what you saw from the pitching staff overall. Overall, it's been solid. And that's, again, what made this Phillies team some sharp on that defense side of the ball. Very impressed. Very impressed with Christopher Sanchez and that pitching staff. Just like I said, his confidence on the hills, it's been really nice. His confidence, his command, it was all there for him, especially his command. Like I said, he had complete command of his sinkers. Those sinkers were nice. Right down the middle. Sometimes he had guys chasing. So, again, he had really some solid stuff today. You have to be impressed from what you saw from Christopher Sanchez. Like I said, 7 Ks, only gave up, he only had 4 hits, gave up 4 hits, 7 Ks. This dude was really, really solid. Gave up no runs. Again, he had people chasing his changeups and his sinkers. And, solid stuff for Christopher Sanchez today. Beautiful work of art. Beautiful work of art today from him. Like I said, he would pitch up till 7 innings, and then he did phenomenal on the hill. Phenomenal. No doubt. Played lights out today. Played lights out. So, guys, if you're watching the show, please chime in. Let me know what you thought about Christopher Sanchez. Let me know. What can you guys take away from Christopher Sanchez? Like I said, went 7 strong today. 7 strong innings. He gave you 7 Ks. Solid stuff from Christopher Sanchez. But let me take a quick commercial break. I'm going to come in with some more I want to come up with some more. I want to go to the offensive side of the ball because the offense was dominating today. So once I cue up a commercial, I'll go, like I said, we'll talk a little bit about their dominant offense today.
If you get hurt at work, in a motor vehicle accident, personal injury, or affected by criminal law, you call David R. Cherry of the Cherry Firm. Cherry Law Firm is here to fight for you and get what you deserve. Cherry Injury Law is a dedicated, well-established personal injury law firm built on the promise of aiding the seriously injured throughout the state of Pennsylvania. If you have been seriously injured in the state of PA by the negligence of another, and if you have questions for a Westchester or media personal injury attorney, please don't hesitate to call. Call 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Let David R. Cherry fight for your right. And again, that number is 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that Cherry Law commercial. But anyway, listen, let's talk about that offense. Let's talk about that steamy, hot offense today that finally broke open from 2 games of suffering. They came through. Kyle Schwarber, my oh my, has he been impressive? Has he been having I know this team's been having an ugly road trip, but again, he's been the bright spot to it. He's been really solid on this road trip today. You cannot take away what Schwarber has done. Again, setting the tone of this game, hitting that home run today, kind of got things going for the Phils. Again, he would have another hit. Still had a couple of stolen bases, 2 walks, and he drew a walk. He drew a walk. He had 2 RBIs. Schwarber's been doing okay. He went 2 for 4. Only had 1 K today. It's better than most days he's had. And how about this, Sosa in the 2-hole. It didn't really pan out for him. He went 0 for 5 with 2 Ks. I thought that could have been, but Harper, like I said, he did okay. I mean, he had. I think this is. I'm going to say this conversation for another time, but him not doing so well at the plate, it's starting to get to him mentally. You see him getting the fine for throwing the helmet last week, and then you saw it in today's game where, again, he got into an altercation with Kyle Harrison. You know, those guys were going toe-to-toe on the hill a little bit late there, right there in the 3rd. So, you know, that's that. He's got to remember he's the team leader here. He's got to show. Even though, listen, the 2 high pitches came right at him. I guess I would have reacted the same way. You know, still, you just got to try to easy. But it is what it is. I mean, listen, you're in heat of the moment. You see 2 balls coming right at you, especially when the second one looks like it was coming in on you on purpose. So, again, chirping, bench is being cleared, pushing and shoving. I completely understand. But anyway, let's go around the rest of the lineup here. Nick Castellanos. What a game from Nick Castellanos. Again, starts out the game with a single, winds up with a double, and then hits the home run. Hits a homer right there in the 5th inning. He went 3 for 4 today, 3 for 5 rather. Incredible stuff from Nick Castellanos. One of his better games. Stott, 2 for 5. Merrifield, 1 for 4. So the whole team was contributing as far as hitting, pretty much. Stubbs he won 2 for 4. Stubbs played all right. He had a single here, single there. Came across the plate as far as second, getting the second run in for the Phils. Pache, 2 for 4. Pache with 2 for 4. Pretty sweet stuff. And very impressive from this Phillies team. Oh, man. I turn around. Let's get some of these comments here. Andrew, what's up, buddy? He goes, a bad road trip. Hopefully they grab this out of. Hopefully they get something out of their system. Listen, I hear you. I hear you, Andrew. They do. They gotta get something. But listen, they sabotaged their season. They sabotaged not season. They sabotaged a sweep. They sabotaged it. They prevented it, and they came out looking like the better team. What they were supposed to look like from this whole entire road trip. Things didn't pan out, and the San Francisco Giants have become one of those out of market teams that we can't stand. Right? Like, it's bad enough I can't stand the football team. Now, let alone I can't stand their baseball team. Like, it's all resurfaced because I believe the last time we had like this deep of a scuffle, scrimmage, I believe Shane Victorino was in the mix of all this. I want to say back in 2010, there was a scrimmage between the Giants and the Phillies. So, yo, Adam, what's up, dude? What's up, Pat? Phil's back on track. Yes, they are back on track. That's a good way to put it, Adam. They are back on track. They're playing great baseball. Great baseball today. Can it be sustainable? I don't know. Hopefully this can carry over. Hopefully they wiped out the jitterbugs. Yeah, Andrew, I just touched on this. Harper just, I don't know. I think at this point in his career, or I think at this point in the season, and mentally with him, Andrew, he thinks he's better than this. And he hasn't been swinging the ball well as late. He's been swinging some bad pitches, which it hasn't been panning out for him as well. It's kind of sucked. And he's got to be playing better. You can't, like you said, you can't be throwing your helmet. You can't be acting like that. Nick's only hitting a 210, terrible. Yeah, I get you. I mean, listen, he's not. I hear you, but today he came through. He came through today. And maybe these are signs, Andrew. This is where Nick Castellanos is going to start turning things around and start playing a lot better. I mean, look, I got my notes here. Like I said, Schwarber, starts the game with that home run, right? Castellanos comes up with a single, right? Follows up with a double. Bryson Stott with a stolen base. It beats out the bag. It looked like he was going to get thrown out. He winds up beating out the throw. Then winds up stealing the base. You have, like I said, I mentioned about the scrimmage between Kyle Harrison and Bryce Harper. But look at that fifth inning right there. Look at the fifth inning. Alec Boehm gets his 22nd double this year. Stott. Nick Castellanos, the home run. And it's weird today. Nick Castellanos, took some weird pitches, but made it effective. Like, you saw some of the pitches, right? They were low outside the strike zone, and he was hitting them. He's making contact. It was one of the weirdest things I've seen. Like, stuff I wouldn't swing at. Stuff outside the strike zone, stuff above your shoulders, stuff low at the kneecaps. And this guy was making great contact today. I don't know. It was weird. Adam says getting back home to the crowd will help the team keep playing well like today. Yeah, listen, you're going to have a hungry Phillies crowd, getting ready for St. Louis to come rolling through here. But yeah, absolutely, Adam, you're going to have a hungry Phillies team nonetheless. But listen, like I said, this team played very well. Again, Nick Castellanos, again, gets his with the 2-run home run right there at the end. Help this Phillies team won up 4-0 right there at the bottom of the fifth, or top of the fifth rather. Excuse me. That would really help this team, and then just kind of being that nail in the coffin. Come a little later, this team would go up 6-0 with a Bryce Harper single. Bryce Harper drives one deep left, would get Sosa and Stubbs across the plate, and that would make things 6-0. And that, like I said, the Giants would come back with a little bit of offense late with a Ramos. Ramos comes across the plate, and boom, that would be 6-1, and then your Phillies would win. Leighton Ramos, there you go. Will come across the plate late in the ninth and get something out of nothing. You know what I mean? Literally get something out of nothing. So let me quickly go into another commercial break here, and I will go around the bases with you guys. Before I do that, let's talk to Andrew, who goes Mayfair over Marsh in the left. Ooh, left field is mood that makes me scratch my head. Yes, it does. It does. Again, Toppers playing around the lineup. You saw it. Sosa in the second and 2-hole was on the bases real fast. Let's go. Let me get it to a commercial break, and then we'll go from there.
If you're a Philly sports fan, when you're staying local and you want to watch a great game or just hang out with some great people, go to Dolan's Bar at 24 East Sellers Ave in Ridley Park, right off I-95 south of the Philadelphia airport. For over 65 years, Dolan's has thrived because of one reason: the amazing people of Philadelphia. Great music, great times, memorabilia, giveaways, great drinks, and great food. You never know when a former Philly sports icon walks through that door. You go to Dolan's at 24 East Sellers Ave, Ridley Park in the 19078. Tell PJ that EOP sent you. Go to dolansbar.com or follow them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok.
All right, guys, we are back. We are live. Dolan's Bar is going to be brought to you by Round the Bases. All right, guys, this is one of my favorite parts of the show. Round the bases. We're going to go around the scoreboard a little bit. Let's go see what's happening around the league. So let's get right into it today. Here we go. Let's go over some of the finals here. Texas Rangers welcoming the Diamondbacks, winning 6-1. The Detroit Tigers welcoming the Pittsburgh Pirates, winning 8-0. Then they had a makeup game. It was actually happening today. They played, makeup game for today, winning 10. Pirates would win 10-2. You had the Cardinals winning against Cincinnati, 5-3. You had the Astros going to be played a little later in the night. The Astros and Mariners at 9:40. Angels and Yankees at 9:38. Weird timing. Guardians at Colorado Rockies at 8:40. You got the Cubbies and Brewers at 7:40. You have the Blue Jays and the White Sox at 7:40. You have the Kansas City Royals and Twins at 7:40. You have the Washington Nationals and Atlanta Braves at 7:20. Just get ready to wrap up third game. The Marlins look like they're going to handle business out there in San Diego, winning 8-1 over the Padres. And then you have LA Dodgers winning right now, top of the eighth, winning 5-3 over the Mets. That's always good to see. Actually, right now, in this current time we got Dodgers right now, man on first, man on second with one man out. So that's going to be interesting to see if they can capitalize and pounce on this Mets team some more. Top of the second, you have the Red Sox and the Orioles just kind of really getting things underway. Top of the first, Oakland Athletics and Tampa. And that would be right. And of course, the Fightings winning 6-1 out there in San Fran over the Giants. Yes. We avoid the sweep. Yes, Star Wars. So, again, let's go to my Broad Street bottom line. Let's get right into that as well as I queue up the Broad Street bottom line. All right, guys. Broad Street bottom line for me. The Fightins avoid the sweep. The Fightins battling back. The Fighting Phils playing Fighting Phils baseball. Kyle Schwarber being an absolute monster on this road trip. Nick Castellanos had himself quite the day with going through 5, a single, a double, a home run. Turning as Mark. Jeez, I would say Mark Fultz. As a classic legend would say here, turning garbage into gold. Nick Castellanos making some bad pitches and sending balls deep and out of here. Again, a single, a double, and now a home run. Nick Castellanos was, to me, your player of the game. Not really, because he would be one of them. And then, of course, Christopher Sanchez would be a stud today. Stud with 7 strikeouts. Looking phenomenal. So, guys, I want to say thank you for tuning in with me, Pat Bernard, a.k.a. The Gobbler, a.k.a. Pat Vermammer. Stay tuned because I believe a little later, matter of fact, in about a couple minutes, you have Phillies Press Box coming over here with Chet and Bill. And then immediately after that, you got the flagship show with Big Al, Freddie Burns, Joe Sheeran, the heavyweights of this network. Guys, a lot more to get into. Guys, have a good one. I will catch you later. Have a great night. Great baseball. Let's get out of here.